Welcome on our YouTube channel as usual kushida cruise nga bulijjo. Olunaku lwa leero tuzze tulabe nga tufuna oba tunyonnyoka ebintu ebyenjawulo oba ebibuuzo ebyenjawulo bye muzze mutubuuza ebikwatagana ku busomesa ettaki emirimu ogifuna otya otandika otya obulamu bwo ettaki senga oyagala kubeera musomesa n'ebyetaagisa byonna byonna tovaawo kushida cruise wabula kyenkukubiriza kusubscribinga kuba senga tosubscribinga tojja kumanya bintu byenjawulo nga bino mbaagala nnyo kushida styles yatwambaza. Welcome on my YouTube channel, Shida Cruise. Abangi mumwe mbadde mumbuuza ebibuuzo ebyenjawulo bwe twakola interview yaffe yasooka nga mugamba nti mulina ebintu ebirala bye mutannyonnyoka. Olwaleero eri omusomesa wano mu Istanbul Turkey naawe ayagala okubeera omusomesa tulokalire tulina omukyala omusomesa Gloria akoze wano ebbanga ddene naye twagala tunnyonnyole byonna agenda bituwa sijja mwogerera bagamba mu Luganda lubale w'omulamu tasamirirwa agenda bitunnyonnyola byonna tusanyusa okulaba mukyala Gloria.
Kale Shida Cruise nange nsanyusa okubeera wano.
Amanyago tusaba otunnyonnyole ku manyago omulimu gw'okola nebbanga ndowooza lyomaze wano mu busomesa.
Kale amanya gange mpitibwa Gloria Mirembe abamu bampita Teacher Gloria era mbadde nsomesa wano Turkey roughly for about 5-6 years. Yeah.
Omukyala Gloria 5-6 years. All right. Kyemanyi olina obukugu bungi ku busomesa. Olwaleero abalabi ba Shida Cruise beetaaga ebintu bingi era balina ebibuuzo bingi bye tuzze olunaku lwaleero okubuuza era nga twagala tusooke n'ekibuuzo ekigamba nti okola mulimu ki essaawa zino?
Ndi musomesa.
Osomesa primary, secondary ki?
Nze gye nkola nsomesa secondary oba gyoyita middle school ne high school.
Ne high school kati tutandikire ku ekyo. Middle school, high school bw'oba obitadde mu lulimi olwewaffe. Primary ffe waffe tulina primary tulina nursery, secondary, university n'ebirala. So wano kiri kitya?
Yeah, basically kimu naye lwakuba kati wano babiyita amannya ga njawulo kyobalaba abantu abamu they get confused naye kati balina kye bayita anaokul gye wandiisa oba kindergarten and in kindergartens abaana batandikira ku 2 years between 2 years and 6 years maximum egyo emyaka omwana alina kubeera mu kindergarten kati wava mu kindergarten n'agenda mu primary ya wano kati primary ya wano eva ku P1 paka ku P4 oba grade 1 to grade 4 kati myaka batandikira ku 6 paka ku myaka 9 yeyo primary wava mu primary nangenda mu secondary oba middle school kati middle school ye grade 5 grade 6 grade 7 ne grade 8 between myaka 10 ne 14 ejo myaka abira mu secondary oba middle school ya wano kati wava mu middle school nagenda mu high school you like about lycée yeah grade 9 grade 10 11 ne 12 in between 15-16 years paka 18 over 19 years kisinzira omwana yatandika okusoma nga alina emyaka emeka kati from high school the person goes directly to university.
Oh, okay. So kati soko otunnyonnyole waliwo osomesa mu private ogenda era kutunnyonnyola kuba abalabi baffe balina ebibuuzo bingi waliwo kye bayita government school oba ye public school right ne wabeerawo private school ne wabeerawo language school ebintu ebyo oyinza kubinnyonnyola otya naddala wano mu Turkey kuba kati omazeemu ebbanga ddene oyinza bitunnyonnyola otya?
Okay, kantandike ne language school. Language school era ng'erinnya weri language abantu bagendayo baba students oba bato ddala oba bavubuka oba bantu bakulu bagendayo just kuyiga luzungu mainly abamu bagendayo kuyiga oba Spanish, German, different languages. Only they deal in languages though of course the dominant language is English. Kati a language school just yenna ayagala gyagenda oba nawe oyagala kuyiga Lutaki still you can go to a language school. They'll help you. Kati We have government schools or public schools, ziri owned by the government.
Okay.
Nagamba PE, no, Uganda bazita batya? UPE, yes.
Okay.
Like UPE. Yeah, Uganda ne wano, they're called public schools.
Public schools.
Yes. Kati then ne wabeerawo ne private schools. Private schools abeera muntu ng'alina ssente ze n'agamba okay kati nsobola okuggulawo
essomero lino nga bwe tulaba amasomero amalala gatugeze ga
Tampe like Seta High, it's a private school.
Okay. All right. CUPE.
At least, yes. Kati private schools are privately owned by individuals. We also have international schools.
Nazo zitunnyonnyole kuba omulabi wa Shida Cruise naddala oyo ali e Kampala oba in a different country nga ayagala okujja wano afuuka omusomesa yeetaaga okumanya where exactly should I apply in a public school, a government school, a language school or international school. So we want you to give us a clear hint on all that.
Yes, well, if you want to apply, the easiest place to start is a language school because most language schools, not all, but most of them, they don't care about if you're a qualified teacher or not, as long as you can speak English, as long as you know English, they just employ you.
Language
schools, yes. Ezisinga sizonna naye kati kasitobera nga oyagala something serious, then you have to apply in a private school.
So take us through all the requirements needed.
Okay. Let's say you're a Ugandan already in Turkey. It doesn't matter you're in Uganda or here, actually, and you want to become an English teacher. First of all, you must have a degree. If you have a degree in education or English language, something related, it's a bonus, but any kind of degree is good enough. Second, you must have a teaching certificate. Now, the importance of this teaching certificate, according to the Turkish government, is that not everyone who speaks English or who knows English can teach English. Nze Oluganda ndwogera naye sisobola lusomesa. So, this teaching certificate, equips you, it takes you through the steps of how to teach English as a second language, even though you don't know the local language of the students.
Okay.
So take a degree. First of all, have a degree, have this teaching certificate, and there are many out there, but not all of them are recognized here. We have TEFL meaning teaching English as a foreign language. We have TESOL like teaching English to speakers of other language, and then
CELTA.
We have CELTA. This is like the must of them all. Most employers prefer CELTA, like certificate of English language teaching to adults. This is CELTA.
I remember you have CELTA. Like how much should somebody pay for CELTA?
CELTA, the last time I checked, it was £1,300. In tele, I really don't know.
Okay, so is it like a real office? Do you have to apply it online? Do you have to apply through a university? How do you what is the real way forward to apply for it?
You go online to their website. There is an institute. They are teaching it. You apply online. If you get accepted, you have to do an online interview. If you pass the interview, you pay the money and you start.
All right. So apart from those certificates, a degree, how about experience?
Well, if you have CELTA, you'll have enough experience, believe me, because it's so intense and difficult that by the time you finish it, you feel extremely confident to stand before any class.
Really?
Yes.
Whoever is watching Shida Cruise, as usual, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget Shida Styles wano okutwambaza era gwe oba oliyeyo ng'oyagala obwambalo obwakabi ne Glory ono tugenda mutwala afune office wear mu Shida Styles nga bulijjo wano ku YouTube channel yaffe bwe tubeera naye nga tukuleetera embeera ya Munnayuganda ettake. Munnayuganda ettake emirimu gy'akola, ensula ye, byalya, byanywa, ebifo ebyenjawulo ebinyirira life experiences byonna wano ku channel yo temwerabira kusubscribinga bambi muleme kubulwa information kubanga wano omukimanyi information is power. What is very essential? Is it the degree? Is it the CELTA? Because some people bayinza okubanga tebalina degree, maybe degrees zaabwe teziri mu education, maybe ziri mu mass comm, ziri mu different courses. Kiyamba kitya
kasita obeera nga olina degree naye nga teri mu education, still that degree will help you as long as you have this teaching certificate. Kuba omugaso gwa teaching certificate nti toyina kuba musomesa okugisoma. Anyone can have it as long as you pass that test, the Cambridge test. If you pass it, you'll study it. So kati by the time you finish the CELTA course or TESOL, ojja kubeera nga osobola okusomesa newankubadde ku university tewasoma okusomesa.
Okay, most of you have been asking me about this. How should I acquire a job or a teaching job in Turkey without any connection?
Yes.
Kale tusokere ku ekyo omulimu ogwo gwagufuna otya ogw'okusomesa?
Kati nze omulimu gyenkola nagufuna ntya. There are different websites online. They advertise that we need teachers. You send your CV. If they like what they see in the CV, they call you for an interview. You go, you pass the interview, they employ you. That's how I got it.
As simple as that.
And let's say you have all the requirements, you're in Turkey, and now you need to find a job. We have different applications that you can upload on your phone, and on these applications, all schools, I can say, they post here, and you open an account, you give your information, everything, you upload your CV, and if they advertise a job and you like it, you can apply for it. For example, there is Secret CV, you can download it. There is Career, there is
CareerNet.
Yes, CareerNet.
Okay.
There is Yanibiris. There is Element online.
Yanibiris.com.
Yes. Then LinkedIn, actually. LinkedIn is also a very nice platform. So all these ones, guys, download them, open up an account, upload your CV. When they advertise a job, just click apply. You apply, you send your CV. If they like you, they'll call you. And here, a CV is everything, guys. Your CV is very, very important because
your CV is your passport.
Yes, your CV is your passport. Even if you have all the experience in the world, even if you have everything, but if your CV is just like this, nobody's going to even have time for you. So your CV has to be like near perfect. If they like it, they're gonna call you, and when they call you for an interview, chances are like 8 out of 10 that you're gonna get this job.
Okay, so I normally tell people, please use internet wisely. Avoid watching movies. I'm not stopping you from watching movies, but hey, you've heard it from the horse's mouth. How should I prepare for an interview if at all I'm called for a job?
Okay. Well, here interviews are more relaxed than interviews in Uganda. So normally when they call you for an interview, they just want to see you personally. And also, please guys, go smart. I remember my former school, they needed a teacher. So I connected a friend to them. Nemugamba, please dress up, better smart, banange. Maybe but the way she came dressed, yes, they didn't like what they saw. So CV beranga, it's really good, but if they don't like what they see, first impression, if they don't like what they see, so let's say you come smart, they call you, now you're rich, they're gonna ask you things in your CV, they'll ask you about your experience, why did you leave your former job, and when they ask you don't say don't show them that you're money oriented, even if you are tochibalaga. So they'll ask you about classroom management questions. Let's say you're in a class and then a student shouts at you or says something bad about you, how do you handle this? Let's say you're teaching kindergarten. If a student cries and they say they don't like you, they don't understand what you're saying, how would you react? Such questions. So go prepared. Then they can ask you about your salary expectations. Yeah, minor things. When they call you for an interview, go knowing that you're gonna get this job. Because in certain things like payment or other minor issues.
About the salary, minimum wage, minimum salary, tumanye chiri kitya.
I get the salary. I'm gonna open here now. People may say, yes. Now, according to the Turkish law, Turkish labor law, a foreign teacher, it doesn't matter where you come from, as long as you're a qualified foreign teacher, the minimum gross salary is supposed to be 10,732.
Wow.
You can read it there. Okusinzira ku Turkish law. Minimum gross salary. Okay? Guys, please go online. There is everything. Okay? Search the things in Turkish, then you can, translate them automatically on your phone. Okay? Kakati oyina kufuna omutwalo gumu mu 732 ne kurush 5. Exactly. This is the gross minimum gross salary, like gross wona nga tebanaba kusalako insurance ne guno omusolo. So for some schools they can say, okay, tugenda kuwa omutwalo gwo, then tukusasulire ne insurance ne omusolo separately. Still, that's a good thing. Other schools bajagamba kale kuguno omutwalo gwo tugenda okusala insurance ne n'omusolo. Insurance like 15,000 per month, n'omusolo pay as you earn like 400, 500. So you'll still like something like 8,000 something. Okay, still it's not bad enough. Na ye kasitobera nga tomanyi bino, then they're going to manipulate you. I remember my first job immediately after I finished CELTA in 2017. Omulimu when nafuna, by then gross salary yali minimum yali 6,000. So they were frank with me. They said, according to the government, you're supposed to get 6,000, but we won't pay you 6,000. We're gonna pay you 4,000. Back then, I was like, okay, 4,000 is good enough.
Yeah,
still,
excitement.
Yeah, I was so excited. I didn't care. So they got cheap labor from me, which is okay. So I didn't have any like tangible experience. Yeah, I wanted to build my CV. So ningamba 4,000 is good enough. Naira kambera for some time. Mfune this experience, esomero lyali nga CB. Yeah, niyonkola ibanga linakolayo. Still CB neberanga ekulayo. Yes, checho. So guys, oyina okumanya minimum salary currently it's kasitobera nga tolina biri bisanyizo naye nga employer alaba nti onajja kukola. Of course they'll manipulate nagamba ngina kuwa 13,000 akozese naye nga akusasula kitini ate nga they don't even give you a work permit. But serious institutions, they like qualified teachers and they'll pay you, the amount you're supposed to get.
Okay.
Yes.
There is also this phrase whereby you don't have everything that it takes to be paid that real amount. But then sometimes I normally advise those who come to my inbox, if you don't have the experience, use this chance that there is somebody who wants to give you a job.
Yes.
Then after that, maybe maybe a certain period of time, when you leave and get a better job, you have the experience already.
Definitely.
Because sometimes it's not good to be money oriented. I think at when experience.
You can work without having a work permit. Especially in these normal language schools. You can. They can employ you. Well, basically they have nothing to lose. But like I said, certain benefits you won't have the work permit, insurance, and your salary is not guaranteed. you know, at the end of the month, employer asobola okugamba buno mwezi gubadde mubi, we had no students, please wait, you know, ebbanga ne liyitawo nga tebakusasudde, even not paying you at all. So for the work permit, please funa emirimu nga bakugambye nti nno bagenda kukolera work permit. Kati ofuna work permit kiki ekyetaagisa okusinziira ku mateeka ga Turkey aga Ministry of Labour and Ministry of Education. Foreign worker, foreign teacher, you must have a degree, you must have a teaching certificate. We talked about this. And you must have a residence permit.
Yes.
Kati nechabataddewo this year, your degree oina okugitwala mu York. There is some waliwo akakiiko kali under Ministry of Education. It evaluates degree ne bagipima bye wasoma eri nti busomesa byenkanankana
nebyawano
bitukana n'omutindo gwa wano. So you take your degree to this kakiiko, the committee, so to say, they evaluate it, kasita bakuwa green light, then osobola okufuna work permit. Yes, okay. So ebyo bisanyiza ebina. Another thing I want to say, Miss Rashida, for the work permit, again, if the institution really likes you, ngabalaba nti newankubadde toli musomesa nga tulina bisanyizo byakubeera musomesa naye nga bakwagadde, they can still employ you and you can still get a work permit, but the work permit won't show that you're an English teacher. The work permit, it will show that maybe you're a cleaner, a secretary, or whatever. Kuba ebyo byo tebyetaaga nti degree nti ki, just your residence. Bakuyiza kye bakuteekamu n'obeera nga okola mu mateeka ng'osomesa. Yes, this happens like once in 50 times. Yeah.
If you're lucky. Buzibu ki omuntu asomesa bwayinza okufuna senga talina work permit oba senga tali legal? Obuzibu obusooka, underpayment. Bwe buzibu obusinga. Underpayment n'obulala nti ogwo omulimu togenda kwegamba tomanyi oba next week onakolawo oba the other week onakolawo kwegamba engeri gy'otalina contract obeera nga ali awo leero wenkola ekya maybe nyinza obutabaawo okitegeera, so teguba permanent. Twagala otubuulire challenges z'ofunye mu busomesa.
Kati challenges esinga gye tufacinga eri wano mu kudealinga ne ba students. Kati era nabo challenges z'ofacinga ne ba students kisinze osomesa ba student myaka ki. Kati katugambe osomesa mu kindergarten, nasomesa koko mu kindergarten for 2 years. Kati babeera bato bambi. First of all, you're different. Your skin color is different. Kyogera mu bubi kati omu oyinza okuyingira for the first time just by looking at you nakaba ebyaddala
ngalaba omutiisiza
oba nga omutiisiza oba nga ki. Kati kasita bakuyamba ne batakaaba babeera mu shock bwati nakutungira bwati ngagamba kiki kino kakati babeera nga bakutya at first naye slowly gyokoma okuba nabo. Yeah, of course they get used. Kati kasita babeera used naawe challenge endala okuba managinga. Katugeze abaana bali 20 maximum in private schools, there are 20 students bonna myaka 5-6. Tebatereera tayinza kutuula mu kifo kimu obeera nga okyakola kino teacher may I go to toilet womukkiriza bonna teacher may I go to toilet kati omu naakaaba onaasonye teacher we batyoye kwegamba ate mu class obeeramu omuntu omu in most cases class teacher aba alina obaamu naye olumu naye aba ayagala awummule toyinza mugaana kati okuba managinga at the same time okole lesson yo really it's a challenge.
Osomese abaana bayige
kizibu katera oba olina kuzanya game nozanyayo game ne waterako obuyimba ne muyimba ne muzina weebitoye but you just tosobola kujja nti kati tugenda kusoma ku animals waliyo dog waliyo cow waliyo bikino tebijja kukola
ebyo tebiriyo
yeah
wow kati
abantu abakulu wa middle school especially middle school batizinga yeah kuba baba banene bawanvu bakusinga obuwanvu kati bakutizinga si mu bubiye ne bakikolanga efujjo okitegeera I remember last year ezo weeks ebiri ezasemayo we used to go face to face kati nga student yomu ng'oluyingira bwoti teacher how are you teacher like ngakola ekiroboozi kati of course toyina kumulaga nti I'm the teacher you shouldn't do this bichi okwetekawo no handlinga in a calm professional way kati wakikola ekigana mudamu hey I'm fine thank you weebitoye n'okitwala nti it's fun though it's not fun ne kasita omulaga nti toyina kikola bichi don't call me like that I'm your teacher of course they'll hate you ate ajja kikola olw'effujjo you understand naye kati omulaga nti it's okay how are you weebito okay now it's time for class that's enough nemutandika okusoma
wow osomesezako ku bantu abakulu ddala
yes I used to teach them in a language school abo bo tebalina buzibu kiri awo as in managing them obuzibu balina motivating them nti ajja kujja asomeyo lessons bidi when they see that they haven't learned anything of course they won't learn anything in 2 lessons nga abivaako ate they're going to blame you that teacher is bad I'm not learning English but just after 2 lessons and they're blaming you that's the problem with adults
wow tofunyeyo ku baana bakuba baana bakulopa wa principal bakukola ki
no sinaba kufunayo bankuba kwegamba kasitola banga the situation is getting out of hand then you have to call someone nga tekinaba kutuuka okukuba naye era kati from my experience when they misbehave of course I shout at them yeah you have at some point to show that you're in authority not in a bad way but in a good way let's say you're doing something and the student is talking you've told them 100 times please listen don't talk and they're still talking yeah you have to raise your voice I said stop yes then they'll listen
wow now if I want to pursue teaching as a career for the rest of my life even maybe after Turkey to a different country what do you recommend
yeah the first thing I would recommend is the teaching certificate of course the CELTA because these certificates are international you can use it anywhere so have that certificate have your degree then you can teach anywhere in the world
wow
yeah
we have American English British English our Ugandan
English
what is normally recommended in Turkey is it American what
well in Turkey generally they're free because they're British and Americans working here but this accent thing is a problem with the students especially in language schools a student is going to come they'll say I want to learn English but I want a teacher with American accent or British accent
maybe they've watched movies
maybe they've watched movies chiri mu bwongo bwa students especially in language schools and adults of course if you don't know American English and they ask you hey do you know American English? Are you going to be my you say yes I know American English I'm going to be a teacher okitegeera no balaga nti olumanyi wadde tolumanyi mulabireeyo okitegeera
bamutuuka mu maaso eyo the Lord is your shepherd
and the funny thing is the student is going to say I want to learn American English but naye kennyini tamanyi which one is American English when you talk they won't differentiate nti ayogedde America ayogedde British nenga generally when you're applying for a job they don't care as long as your English is clear enough for others to understand it it's enough for the institutions
okay do you recommend accents
No, I personally wouldn't. I'll just recommend katinga for Uganda. We speak the other English.
Yeah,
that one. So I'd recommend just polish up a few things. Oberenga byoyagala omuntu abitegeera ekyo kimala. Yes, chimala kuba even if you speak American English nayenga the person you're teaching doesn't understand anything, then there is a problem.
All right. Shida Cruz as usual on our YouTube channel. Shida Styles ye designer waffe nga bulijjo mutujja obwambalo obwa bulijjo nga buno obukooti obugoye obwakabi pate bigomesi bikina buli kimu wane eno ku Shida Cruz tugezaako kukuleetera embeera ya Munnayuganda ettaki ennyambala ensula embeera yonna kulya kutambula buli kimu. However tetukikola ttaki wokka nedda tukikola ne mu nsi ez'enjawulo ze tuzze tutambulamu. Bw'oba oli mupya please subscribinga ate olabe ne videos zaffe endala kuba mumbuuza nnyo ebibuuzo ebisinga ng'olwedde videos ezo tuzirina ng'ebibuuzo nkola emirimu gy'ettaki sente how to travel biki byonna tubirina ku YouTube channel y'Ebule Mukyala Gula.
Kakati Abannayuganda abali eyo nga oyagala kusomesa bannange bambi mufune ebyetaagisa. Get the requirements. Si bizibu bya kufuna. Invest in yourselves. Nothing is going to come on a silver plate of no mulimu omulungi naye nga toyina kyotaddemu. Please invest in yourself. Last week waliwo emirimu ebiri emirungi naye ne tonya abantu ne babula nga bagala mbu kuyigira ku mirimu mbu ojjenga bw'oli mbojja kuyigira eyo. That won't happen. Get the requirements, you'll get nice jobs, guys. Yes.
Tumirayo abantu abewaffe ye waffe eyo ejjinja
abeidinda mwena bannange mbatumiire ku n'abalabi ba Shida Cruz mwenna bambi mwebale kutuwagira nammwe mbatumiddeko nnyo.
Okay. By the way kyembadde sibagambye omukyalo ono y'omu ku bakaliba mukwogera olutake muka n'olutake nalwo alumanyi bulungi nnyo naye tusibule olutake tukigayo.
Okay. Shida Cruz çok teşekkürler. Benim ziyaret etmek için çok teşekkürler. Çok memnun kaldım.
Hey.
İnşallah sonra yine görüşeceğiz.
Oh.
Ciao.
Ciao. Sikadam.